Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. As you can see, we're gonna continue on and more than likely finish off Yuri's route of Blue Skies today. I feel like there isn't much left. So this might actually end off pretty quickly. If that's the case, I'll switch to something else. What hell if I know? Maybe more Fallen Order or something. Eh, maybe. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, beats me. Anyway. So, when we left off last, which was yesterday, after having a talk with our mom, sort of about what happened without going into, very detailed specifics, she gave us the idea, she at least told us, yeah, you were definitely being pretty unreasonable. You said some things you shouldn't have said. I mean, she also probably said things she shouldn't have said, but this isn't time to play the blame game. You both screwed up. If you want to fix things, you gotta try to talk to her. As much as we thought she probably wouldn't pick up, Yuri picked up anyway, and then, well, chatted for a little bit, and agreed that, the next day during lunch, they'd meet up on the roof and talk. They had their talk, they worked out some of the problems they had with the things they said, and they're in a better place now. They're still together, they're both trying to learn, trying to, change, deal with whatever issues they have as best as they can, and trying to be sensitive to each other's issues. Which is nice. I mean, Game Baron has even noticed, as much as Yuri says she doesn't really want to change, he knows she has changed. She's a little more outspoken in her own way. Like, she's able to just kind of, talk some more to people. I mean, she hangs out with Natsuki and talks to her on her own now, when before, Natsuki would have to approach her, and then she would timidly, reply. Now, she'll hang out with her. Just do little stuff like that. So, the very next, actually, pretty much the next day, more or less, after school, which is the start of summer vacation, apparently, for them, they all decide, hey, let's go out as a club. So they just kind of walk around town, hanging around, chilling. They go to a park that Sayori and our main character used to go to as kids, and just kind of talk, and end up having kind of like a little mini confession circle kind of thing. Everyone just kind of brought up some problems they have. Like, Sayori says she's happy, she looks happy all the time because she wants to make others happy. Even if she isn't happy herself, she puts on a smile just so others are, feel good. Yeah. Natsuki mentions she's having a hard time at home just because her mom isn't around and the shop her dad owns isn't doing too well. So he's stressed out and it's stressing her out. She feels like she's got to grow up. Yuri, they all kind of figured Yuri's thing of her just being really shy and timid and having social anxiety. And then Monica straight up brings up the fact that her parents are complete and utter, dicks. Complete and utter shitbags. They want her to be perfect. She even said when she came home with a B+ in elementary school, her mother called her trash. So she's under a crap ton of pressure. And it weighs on her. And because it's been so instilled in her, she can't even see herself relaxing and letting things go. So as much as it's killing her in a way to try to keep it up, she feels like she can't. She can't just let it all go. She says, she even says the only thing that hasn't been plotted out in her life by her parents was meeting all of us and forming the club. That's the only thing that she, in Monica's head, that she sees as her own creation, or her life in her own hands. Everything else, her parents has plotted out. So it's kind of sad. And again, with Natsuki, Sayori's, and Monica's kind of little talks there, it gives you ideas of what their routes would entail. We'll actually see Sayori's and Natsuki's. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Monica's as an actual route, because the writer had to quit, I believe, so they dropped out for whatever reason. So the rest of the devs decided to leave Monica's route unfinished. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. Alright. We'll load up our save, continue on, and hopefully finish off Yuri's route. Man, I can't remember the last time I slept so heavily. This is one of those rare days where, rather than feeling fatigued from sleeping so much, I'm instead aware of how deeply I slept. Powers of emotional exhaustion. To be honest, it was kind of unexpected that we ended up talking so much about ourselves yesterday. Who knew that everyone was so messed up? I probably shouldn't be joking around about this stuff, even in my own thoughts. It is kind of interesting how we all dealt with such heavy things before, though. Well, I kind of knew a bit about Natsuki's troubles, and I definitely knew about Yuri's. But Monica's was a pretty big surprise. I always knew she was pressured, but not to that extent. And Sayori. What did she said again? She didn't tell me because I'm her best friend? God, I can't believe I've missed all the little hints and signs about Sayori's problems. Can I even call myself her best friend at this point? An impulse to call her and ask her to hang out suddenly rushes through me. You know what? I might as well. Oh my god. The phone ends up ringing for a while before Sayori picks up. Hello? Hey Sayori, what's up? Sleep. A tired yawn breaks through Sayori's speech. Isn't it noon already? Is it? Yeah. Good thing I woke you up before you slept the whole day away, right? At this rate, you're gonna sleep through the rest of the summer, actually. Oh my god. What's wrong with catching up on beauty sleep? I mean, I guess nothing's wrong with it if you're trying to be Sleeping Beauty. Did you just call to tease me? You wish. I actually wanted to call to ask you to hang out today. Actually, we could probably eat lunch together right now if you wanted. Cute Sayori showing up at our door immediately. What's the occasion? Nothing. I just felt like hanging out. Like old times, you know? Okay then. Give me 30 minutes to get there. Alright, I'm leaving the door unlocked for you. Mom is seriously always on top of things when she's at home. There's always enough leftovers in the fridge to satisfy my hunger, as long as I cook my own rice to go with it. But it's not like cooking rice is a difficult feat. I don't know how I can go back to eating the random trash I buy myself. If Yuri and Mom combined their cooking powers, they'd probably be able to take over the restaurant industry. The rice shouldn't take too long to cook, and all I have to do is microwave the leftovers for the side dishes. There's so much talk of food in this road, oh my god. So I guess I'm all set for lunch with Sayori now. Nothing to do but twiddle my thumbs and wait. You know what? I might as well check up on Yuri while I wait. Hello? Baron? Hi. How are you? I'm alright. Just wanted to check in on you. Yesterday must have been pretty emotionally taxing on you, right? Like, to reveal such a painful part of your past? Thank you for thinking of me. Actually, you're not the only one who wanted to talk to me about things. Oh? What do you mean? I'm actually with Natsuki right now. Huh? Wait, what? Really? Yes. That's kind of a surprise, to be honest. Really? But I've been her friend for a while now. Hold up. When did you start hanging out with Natsuki so much? On days when we weren't hanging out, you realized that I have my own life, too, right? Jeez, you must really be hanging out with Natsuki if you're starting to get snarky. Hey, Scramble J, how's it going? Welcome in. This is a mod. Yeah, this is a mod that came out almost exactly a year ago. It's actually I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of this route in general right now. I don't know how long it's gonna take. When the heck did I start Blue Skies? I think I started this in April? Maybe? I honestly can't remember when I started streaming this. But it's taken a bit of time just to get through one route, and then I gotta go back and do the other two routes. In this one specifically, this mod, Blue Skies, plays out like a regular visual novel without all the, very exact, computer-esque psychological horror that the regular game had. So it doesn't just end up with Sayori killing herself at the end of Act 1. You actually go through the festival that ended up happening. It expands on the characters more, so there's more to each of them. Even the main character, it has an actual character. Like, our main character, his parents are divorced, his dad just kind of fucked off to wherever, and his mom works overseas just to make money in order to support him and her. So, most of the time, the main character is home alone, and that's giving him, it gives him some issues. Like, he's lonely and has clearly has a little bit of depression. Some form of it. Yeah, it plays out kind of like a dating game. Wouldn't be a horror game. The mod developers cite Katawa Shoujo as an inspiration for this. Of it just being very much more character-focused, dealing with some more serious issues, and not making a joke of them. Like Yuri in particular, she still has the cutting habit shown in Act 2 of base game Doki Doki, but they play that seriously. It's something she has for her reasons. And our character reacts pretty realistically to finding out about it and all of that. In fact, 2 streams of this ago, kind of got into a massive argument about stuff. But last stream, they managed to talk things through, and they're slowly rebuilding their relationship together. Like, they even gave Monica more of a character, even though she doesn't have a route. The way they've written her, and even the last stream, she kind of admitted she is under a lot of pressure from her parents to basically be perfect. So, getting straight A's in all of her classes, going to her extracurriculars, and, being the absolute best she can be. And if she does anything less than perfect, they consider her trash. And even tell her straight to her face. Yeah, this mod is actually really good. Don't worry, I'm just joking. I really shouldn't be surprised, given how I've been watching you change all this time. Oh yeah, Monica isn't crazy. Yeah, Monica isn't crazy at all. She doesn't have the fourth wall awareness and all that. She's just a regular girl. That they just added a lot of parental pressure on her. Like, all throughout the route I've played through, there are moments where our character notices that Monica kind of sounds really tired. And she's not as, happy as she usually is. Just a few moments where she's just kind of, yeah. Yes, well, as it turns out, Natsuki and I have more in common than we first thought. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I don't know why my thing didn't go off, or it did, and I just was too caught up talking. That happens. And she can relate to me in many ways.
So we decided to talk about these things with each other today.
I hear a high-pitched, muffled voice from the other end.
Yes, it's Baron. I don't think...
There's a slight scuffling sound, followed by a familiar-sounding voice. Ah, it's all good. It's all good. You want to talk, you can talk. I just get carried away. That's all. It's all good.
Baron, you're way too clingy. Can't you go one day without calling your girlfriend?
Of course. I roll my eyes. Hi, Natsuki. Sounds like you're having fun with Yuri.
You bet we are. Without you.
Yeah. Good thing I don't have a fear of missing out.
Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. Here, Yuri. Baron, I hope Natsuki didn't tease you too badly.
Come on, I can take whatever she dishes out.
The two of you are quite amusing, you know.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, my favorite girl just in general in Doki Doki, 100% Natsuki, no question. Yeah, like, no contest, Natsuki. Yeah, I don't even need to think about that one. At any rate, I'm glad you have someone to talk to about everything with.
It's nice, to say the least.
I can imagine so. Same. Looks like the conversation's starting to peter out.
Anyway...
Oh, yeah, I'll let you go now. Wouldn't want to interrupt you and Natsuki for too long, after all.
It's no bother, really.
It's fine. See you, Yuri.
Goodbye, Baron.
Right as I tap the end call button, the doorbell rings. The fact she bakes is enough for me to like her. That's true. Something about this mod decided to give Yuri a thing where she likes to just cook regular food in general. So kind of early on, she was sort of teaching us a few things, and there's a lot of talk of just food in general in this mod. Just with Yuri's routes so far. They decided to make Yuri the one that likes to cook. Likes to cook homemade meals all the time. It helps to contrast with our main character, who was good with anything he could buy and store in a freezer. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's... Again, they expand on the characters a little more. They give them more to them. Perfect timing. Pulling open the door, I'm greeted by the bright smile of a tousled-haired girl. Or tousle? Okay, what the hell? Is that just another color? What's that spelled? Okay, just untidy. That's what that means, okay. Hey, Sayori.
Hi, Baron. It's been a while since I've come over.
I think the last time she came over was... the study session we all had? I think? Has it?
I don't know, but it feels like it.
Sayori suddenly sniffs the air.
Oh, is that home-cooked food I smell?
You betcha. Let's dig into the food before it gets cold.
Thanks for the meal!
I watch amusedly as Sayori shovels rice into her mouth. Sayori, is this your last meal or something?
Hmm?
She swallows with some difficulty before speaking.
Meanie? I just haven't had your mom's cooking in such a long time. Did you put something in the rice, by the way?
Hey, Aqua, how's it going? Yeah. I put in a bit of sesame oil. It's something I picked up from Yuri.
It really makes the rice that much more flavorful. I think I'm gonna start doing it.
Just be careful about adding too much. You don't want to have too much oil in your diet, especially with your current habits. Debatable on who is best girl. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be finishing her route today. Pretty sure. We kind of had our big, moment that happened, had our reconciled. So I don't see anywhere else where the route can go, so it's probably, I think it's just all, dying down right now.
Hey, what do you mean by my current habits?
You know, your junk food addiction?
What? I don't have a junk food addiction.
Do too. I've seen the wrappers in your bag. For Blue Skies, just Yuri right now. I haven't done the other two yet. At least on stream. I did them way back when this came out a year ago, but I barely remember anything that happens. So everything is still a surprise to me.
What about your bag, huh? It's always stuffed full of bread wrappers.
You've got me there. I think they're all going to be about the same length. They'll probably take a while. Then again, Act 1 was really goddamn long. Just getting onto the route took a while. It'll be quicker to get onto the other girls' routes, because I can skip through most of the dialogue in Act 1. I don't have to read through it all again, because there's not going to be much change. Other than whose poem I decide to cater to, and people's, all the girls' actual words during the poetry sections. Yeah, so getting onto their routes will be a lot easier. But then I think they'll still take a little while to get through.
Sayori 1, Baron 0.
Why don't I have any points? Shouldn't it be Sayori 1, Baron 1? Sayori sticks her tongue out at me, causing me to chuckle. Man, we should start eating lunch together again. It's always a laugh with you.
I do try my best.
Suddenly I'm reminded of what she said yesterday. Do you?
Huh? Do I what?
Honestly, I'm not sure if she's genuinely confused or faking it to avoid confrontation. Do you always try to make me laugh? Well, not just me, but everyone in general, too. Uh, no. It doesn't, end with you just picking one and then game over. You go through Act 1, like in the base game, where you choose your poems with who, you much prefer. And whoever you end up, having the most with there at the end of that, the game then goes onto their specific route. So you go through different acts with them as the main female love interest for you. So I ended up catering all of my poems to Yuri, so after we finished Act 1 through the festival that ended up happening, we were then onto her route. So we went through the game, she ended up being our girlfriend, and whatnot. So once I'm done with hers, I will end up going back to get onto Sayori's and then Natsuki's. They have similar events happen in them, but just, obviously different things happen. Just because you're with a different girl. And it makes it not so, cookie cutter, where it's just insert girl A here, insert girl B here for dialogue. It is changed up, which is very, very nice. Does Monica she was planned to have a route. Something happened with the writer for that route. Can't remember exactly what happened. So it went unfinished, and they have no plans to finish it. However, they did put whatever was done in the game as an extra. They can just access. I think there's like 3 scenes they have done or partially done. But based off of what's happened in Yuri's route and what's going to happen in all the other routes, we can kind of see what Monica was going to deal with. Her being pressured by her parents to be perfect, keeping up her high grades, doing all these extracurriculars. Actually, the last stream, Mako, I did just mention this to Scrambled here, but Monica did say her parents do put a lot of pressure on her. When she came home one day from elementary school with a B+, her mom called her trash. And as much as she doesn't want to keep it up and know how much it is actually, tiring her out physically and mentally, she cannot see herself being any less than perfect. So I've kind of got the feeling that, yeah, obviously our route would have dealt with that, and then a big breaking point would be the added pressure of a relationship with us would just be too much for her, and then everything just kind of starts crumbling around her. That's how I think her route would have gone down. I mean, she's trying to be perfect in school, like just in her classes in general, but also being the best in the entire school, being part of a tennis club, and then running her own club. They've said multiple times they have no plans to actually finish her route off. I think it's just kind of, in respect to the person who was working on it. So as sad as it is, yeah, there isn't a full Monica route in Blue Skies. And yeah, definitely better character direction than just, I deleted everyone. That's also something I really like about this mod, because you get the little hints about what the other characters have going on in their lives, but you won't know the full details until you get onto their routes in general. They're not just characters that are there to fill a space. They're actual people, you get the little hints, you kind of get to want to know them more, then when you get on the route, it makes those little hints, make much more sense. It really, it'll really open your eyes. They're not just there saying generic lines as you have your happy-go-lucky adventures with the girl you chose. I mean, again, I'm on Yuri's route right now, and I'm with Sayori having a massive, time together. There's been a few moments like this where I'm just with one of the other girls. Just kind of doing something. Like during Christmas, we went with Natsuki to buy a gift for Yuri. Because we just figured, why not? This is the second time we've decided to hang out with Sayori as well. It's nice when a route doesn't just toss all the other characters. Yeah, exactly! Yeah, so far this has had moments where it was just Yuri isn't there, so we're just hanging with the other girls like, you would do in real life. You're not going to be around, a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner or whatever 24/7. You're still a person who has friendships with other people, so you're going to hang with other people. Also, sometimes people are just busy, so you got to do something. It's kind of something I'd say I give it a plus when compared to Katawa Shoujo. Because a lot of that time, it didn't really feel like you were ever around the other girls that much. I'll always 100% use the Lily route as an example because, well, Lily is... yeah. Of all the girls there, we'd see Hanako a lot, but we didn't really have many moments of just us and Hanako. Maybe just a few lines here and there, but never, hey, Hanako, let's go and hang out because Lily's not doing something. They were just kind of always there. See, I feel like Blue Skies did that a little better, just having the moments away from, the girl. If you want an even better example, look at the Emmy route from Katawa Shoujo. It's like, okay, she hangs out with Rin sometimes. You barely see Rin. She's kind of there every now and again. But if she is, usually, Emmy's also there. And any other time, you're either alone or then with Emmy. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of feel like Blue Skies does that, this a little better. Though it is considerably shorter than Katawa Shoujo. That's why I honestly can't wait to try some other VNs, just to see how they all compare to the indie stuff that I have been playing so far. Oh, and just to kind of fill you in on what's going on right here, Aqua. The stream before kind of ended with all the club members kind of hanging out during, the first day of summer vacation immediately. And they all kind of did a little confession circle kind of thing, unknowingly. They just kind of started saying stuff. And without saying she has depression, which we kind of know she does based off the base game, Sayori did tell everyone Even when I'm kind of unhappy, I still keep smiling just because I want to make everybody else happy kind of thing. So that's kind of why we're saying this and we've got the more heartfelt music going on. We're kind of wanting to talk about it. Yeah, everyone confessed something. That's how we knew about Monica's thing. Sayori brought up that she just, no matter what, she's gonna put a smile on her face just so everyone else can be happy. And then Natsuki just kind of said her mom died, so now her dad is struggling to keep their shop running. So he's like pressured. Now she feels pressured to stop being such a, kid. So yeah, again, more little hints about what their routes will entail.
I guess so. Why wouldn't I want to see my friends laugh?
Sayori, you know what I mean. Are you happy with yourself, Sayori? I know you're always trying to make others happy, but from what you said yesterday, well, it sounds like you might be putting on a bit of a mask. At the troubled look on Sayori's face, I hastened to clarify myself. Not to imply that you're always faking your personality or anything. I just mean that you might be acting happier than you feel. Well, I guess that's basically what you said yesterday, right? Seriously, I don't know how it never occurred to me to ask about your own happiness. To be honest, I think I took you for granted. And for that, I'm sorry.
Baron, you don't have to apologize to me every time we meet up again.
Shoot, I really have been doing that.
It's okay. I don't mind it too much.
So, you do mind it at least a little bit then?
Eh?
Looks like Sayori accidentally let too much slip out. She looks down at her food, poking bits of vegetables around with her chopsticks. If you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to talk about it. Alright, Scramble Jay, thanks for coming by. Hope the rest of your day goes well, buddy. Yeah, don't you worry. I pretty much stream every day around this time. Yeah, you too, bud. Have a good one.
No, it's just that... I don't know.
Her chopstick stabbed through a carrot, grinding it down into mush. Sayori, it's okay for you to talk to me about your problems. God knows I've told you about too many of mine over the years. It in no way burdens me. In fact, I want to hear about things that bother you because I want to try to help you as a friend. At the end of the day, you don't have to if you don't want to. But just know that I'm here to listen.
Thanks, Baron. You're really good at comforting people, you know?
Only sometimes. A slow sigh escapes from Sayori's lips.
Well, you're right. Sometimes I feel like I give so much of myself, but don't get anything in return. But then I realize that I'm selfish, And I shouldn't be looking at my relationships as if they were transactional.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Don't look at friendships or any kind of relationship that way where I gave you this, so give me something the same or more in return kind of thing. Don't do that, people. It's not how it works. Not how it should work. Friends can do things for friends without expecting anything in return. Sayori, it's perfectly fine to feel bad about being taken for granted. Relationships are a two-way street, right? Both sides should be putting in just as much work in the friendship. It's totally normal to feel unhappy or dissatisfied too. No one can be happy 24/7. Exactly. Oh, hey, how's it going? This is a mod to the original game. How is it hanging? I'd say if you're interested in mods, Blue Skies is a good one to check out. It turns Doki Doki into like a normal visual novel, but takes kind of the elements from the original game about the girl, what the girls have been going through, like specific things like Sayori with depression, uh, Yuri with her self-harming habits that were shown in Act 2, and the little hints we got from Natsuki about just maybe having a troubled home. It takes those and plays them seriously, and then adds a few other little things. And I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
I guess so.
There's a brief silence as Sayori anxiously twists her chopsticks around in her hands.
All I want to do is see others be happy. But why can't I be happy too?
Sayori. I don't know to what extent Sayori's unhappy, but I also kind of feel like I shouldn't pry. Okie doke, I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate you even just showing up for even just a few minutes. Appreciate anything. Hope your work goes well. Is there anything I can do to help? I don't want to see you faking your smile. I want to see your genuine grin from when we were kids. Although it's not like I can really tell when she's faking it. Sayori smiles wryly at me.
To be honest, I don't know if you can help or not. I think just offering support is good enough for now.
Are you sure? I feel like I should be doing more.
It's alright, Baron. Besides, I've been relying on Monica for help too, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember you mentioning that. I didn't know you were that close to Monica, by the way.
Well, we weren't too close in the beginning, but we started to hang out more in the club as time went on.
Yeah, probably because we were too busy with Yuri, so she latched onto somebody else.
And you know how perceptive Monica can be. She kind of noticed I was feeling off.
Damn. And I couldn't.
So I ended up talking to her about it. And that's about it.
Well, I'm glad she was there for you at least.
Yeah, I'll have to admit it did feel good being able to finally voice my inner thoughts.
I can imagine so. A quiet lull falls between us. It's not an uncomfortable one, though. It's more like a moment where we can both stay lost in our own thoughts. Sayori slowly starts nibbling at her food again, and I end up following suit. Despite the silence, I'm still enjoying her presence, though. Alright, heartfelt moment's done. And so, Shiori freaking stole my bread!
Isn't she the class rep?
Yeah, but I guess that's not something that'll stop her. The dishes have long been cleared away, leaving us to chat away at the kitchen table, just like old times. I'm proud to note that I've been able to make Sayori cry with laughter more than once in these few hours that we've been together. My own stomach aches with laughter as well. Looks like my abs are getting a good workout. Don't lie, you do not have abs. Do not lie.
Ah, I wish I were in your class. Sounds like so much fun.
It's mostly Shiori and Emi who get into wacky hijinks. We're lucky that Sakurai is such a chill teacher. Hey, I'll have you know I have a six-pack. I just have a layer of fat over top of it to keep it safe. Or better yet, why have a six-pack when you can just have the keg? Well, I mean, on one hand, six-pack, kids, I think I'd take the kids. Oh, okay. I don't know if you were here during most of this to know who the two we're talking about are. Shiori is an original character they designed to just, exist in the universe to give it, more, just make it feel more lived in, so she shows up every once in a while. Just to be like, yeah, this is another character that exists in this world, so it's not just, these 5 people. Emi is totally not Emi from Katawa Shoujo. She's just, their nice little, cameo. She also just kind of shows up every now and again, so you get a dokified Emi. She's got like the exact same kind of personality, but this one has legs, at least apparently. Not at least. This one has legs. She's not the same Emi, because that kind of goes against what the Katawa developers like. They're okay with little references. They're not okay with just being, yeah, this is just straight up the character. So it's just a fun little nod to their inspiration. And then Sakurai is the original character teacher they created to, once again, make the world feel more like an actual world. Forget shredded, it's dad bod summer. I've been hearing that 2021 is the year of the dad bod. Everyone's coming out of quarantines and lockdowns, so it's like, well, That's what we got. Doesn't your class ever have funny moments?
Kinda. Our class rep is sort of strict, though, so he stops us from messing around too much.
Man, that must suck. Speaking of class, have you finished your summer homework yet?
Baron, you're so funny. Have you started on it yet?
No.
Exactly!
Fair point. We're probably gonna end up panicking together at the last minute and rushing to finish it the day before school starts. Yes.
Probably. Well, I might not need to do my homework today, but I actually have some chores I need to finish.
So, in other words, you're gonna abandon me for now.
Sounds so sad when you say it like that. That's because it is a tragedy, Sayori. Oh, you're just being a drama queen.
I put my hand to my heart, feigning offense.
Seriously, though, my parents are gonna get really mad if I don't finish them by today. I've been putting them off for a while.
Isn't it really your fault then?
Hey, if you say it like that...
But it's true, isn't it?
Jeez, I'm just gonna leave then.
Putting on a pout, Sayori starts gathering up her things and heading to the door. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Bye, Baron.
And in a moment, I'm alone again. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself for being able to talk so openly with people about these issues. Don't get a big head now, Baron. But it's been nice, talking to Sayori about both serious and silly matters. There's definitely a lot more going on with her than it may appear on the surface. Man, I really need to start hanging out with her more again. Although I still have to attend to my beloved girlfriend, too. Ugh, even my thoughts have grown cheesy. Whatever. Let's just send a quick text, see how Yuri's doing. I like that he just decided to give Natsuki Nat as a nickname. Just out of the yeah, not even give it a full name, just Nat. Still out with Nat? I only have to wait about half a minute before I get a reply. Boy, am I glad that Yuri's a fast replier. Opening up my messaging app, I'm greeted by a blurry picture of what appears to be Yuri and Natsuki? You knew they were hanging out. Seems like Natsuki wanted to take the picture, but Yuri was too camera shy to want to. Classic Natsuki and Yuri. Okay, I read the text messages just in my own voice because, It's something I'm reading in my head. I'm not gonna be reading that in a voice.
Sorry, that was Nat.
Lol. Nah, it's cool. As I examine the picture more closely, I notice a wrought iron fence behind them. Are you at the cemetery? Oh, yeah, also, Yuri's parents died. That's also a big thing. Her parents died in a car crash like a little under a year ago. So you take that, and it just, escalated her self-harming even more. And she's been keeping all of that a secret from everybody. We only found out about the first part by a complete accident, and then she told us about her parents after. Like during that same time. Because we are a dum-dum and didn't realize the entire time she referred to her parents, it was always in the past tense.
Yes, I wanted to show Nat my parents' graves.
Dang, must have been a pretty heavy visit. Well, as it turns out, she had some business there too. So we both ended up having a heart-to-heart there. Ah, that's nice. I'm seriously glad you can talk to Nat about it. Me too. We actually talked quite a bit about our family situations. Apparently, she's not too close to her father. Huh, I see. Well, don't let me ruin the fun. Make sure you get home safe later. Thanks. Nat's gonna walk me home, so... Lol, then you'll definitely be safe. That's true. Okay, see ya then. See ya. Wow, Yuri actually used text speech as text speak. I chuckled to myself as I put down my phone. Yeah, she was doing, beforehand, I'm pretty sure she was doing the whole capitalize the first letter, add the proper punctuation thing. 100% of the time, no lols, no emojis, no nothing. I don't even think she used nicknames. Yuri's getting more comfortable. That's good. Leaning back in my chair, I rub my eyes. I didn't actually do anything today, but somehow, I still feel like I was productive. It's probably because I was able to both talk to Sayori about her inner feelings and check up on Yuri. And as it turns out, both of them seem to have pretty solid support groups at the moment. Anyhow, it's definitely good to have a reminder that I shouldn't develop some kind of savior complex. Yes, no white knighting. Don't be that. Don't be the white knight that's got to swoop in to save the girl. After all, it's not like everyone's lives revolve around me. Or do they? I'm hilarious. No, you're not. There can't be much more left to this route. Okay, yeah. How many times have we all gone out together this summer? Hey, as a reminder, Monica is British for some reason. I gave her a British accent. Well, as best as a British accent as I can get. Also, shout out to the casual wear for Monica that showed up last stream that I still can't get over. Spot on. Yes, yeah. I initially had her do. I think I initially tried to have her do in a regular voice, but then I thought it sounded too much like how I was doing Yuri's voice. So I just kind of went, you know what? British. I also read a fanfic that had Monica be like at least half British and would pull out an accent every now and again just to fuck with the character in the fic. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Why not? British Monica. And Yeah, her shorts do kind of fit weird. I think they took, I think they may have taken those from Sayori's casual model and just tweaked them a little. So it is going to be a bit odd. But oh well. Still, it's better than just, here's me in my uniform everywhere, again. And yeah, she does not have a Japanese, more of a Japanese name. Though it clearly does not fit with her actual voice actress. Because yes, again, Monica has a voice actress. She's the only one of the girls to have a voice actress. Oh, come on, Baron. We haven't hung out that often.
Probably just feels that way to him because he never comes out of his nasty gamer cave.
Hey, that's uncalled for.
Yuri, isn't it true? Well... Yuri! You're supposed to be on my side!
Yeah, it's gang up on Baron today, apparently. Again.
If Yuri's not supporting you, then you're definitely in the wrong.
What? How am I in the wrong? You heard her, Baron. It's always the worst when everyone teases me at once.
I think you mean it's the best.
Right.
By the way, Natsuki, where's that tea place you're always talking about again?
Natsuki perks up when she hears the word tea. What? Hatful tea. Fucking Christ. No! No! Please don't tell me it's gonna be what I think it is. Okay, never mind. Oh, good Lord. Christ almighty. It might be. It's better just be... Is this gonna be a tea shop that has pigeons? Is this just gonna be a tea shop that has pigeons around them? Please no. I mean, this mod so far has referenced a few things, like we briefly talked with Yuri without actually naming the names, basically saying, yeah, the last season of Game of Thrones sucked. 10 years wasted. They didn't say Game of Thrones, but, yeah, they just said after so many seasons of build-up and a bunch of stuff happened. It's like, and then this character just becomes king for absolutely no reason. Writers are spitting that truth. You got that right. I haven't even watched it, but I know it's bad.
You mean Hatful Tea?
Haven't we been there before?
Yeah, but it was just Natsuki, you and I who went there.
Wow, so you guys excluded Yuri and me, huh? Oh, I lost it there, sorry. I always lose Monica every now and again. I always lose how I do it. But then it comes back. I clearly cannot do British. Not well.
Not on purpose. You guys were busy.
Only joking.
So where is this fabled tea place? It's actually not that far. We should totally go. Um, what kind of tea? Well, it's a modern cafe, so it specializes in boba.
A fleeting look of consternation passes over Yuri's face.
But I've heard they also sell really good traditional teas.
Even Natsuki, I kind of lose.
Oh? Yeah, I was surprised when I heard about it too. But apparently the reviews say that it's legit. Either way, I think you should at least try the boba, though. Have you ever had any? I don't think so.
Well, now I'm definitely gonna order some boba this afternoon. Yep. You're welcome.
What? Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
How could such a tiny girl move so quickly?
It's just that you're out of shape. And now you're all sweaty and gross.
Natsuki, we all are.
You dragged us here at jogging pace. That's clearly an exaggeration. You were actually walking kind of fast. Okay. Why don't you guys look over the menu while you catch your breath then?
Sounds good to me.
Come on, Yuri. Let me show you my favorites.
Natsuki grabs Yuri's hand and leads her over to the menu, happily chatting away. They've seriously grown close over the summer. I wonder if Yuri would consider Natsuki her best friend. Probably. Looks like Natsuki's about to steal your girlfriend away from you, Baron. Is Monica a mind reader? They'd be totally incompatible as a couple. Sure about that? I ship it. Or would they?
I guess you have some competition now.
Where's this conversation even going? Soon enough, we're all sitting outside with plastic cups in hand.
So what do you guys think? Of the drinks, I mean.
Still as good as I remember it.
Same here!
I can see why you come here so often, Natsuki. This is definitely one of the better boba places around the area.
I know, right? That's why my taste is undoubtedly the best.
Don't get too smug now.
What about you, Yuri? How's your drink?
Unlike the rest of us, Yuri opted to order hot, traditionally made green tea. Have any more tea? I'm actually out of tea myself right now, damn.
It's actually quite good. Better than I would have expected from a place that doesn't specialize in traditional tea. I'm not really into that, so I guess I wouldn't really know. But you should still try some of the actual boba. Here, you can have some of mine.
Natsuki hands her drink to Yuri, fending off Yuri's weak protests. Tentatively, Yuri takes a sip. Her eyes widen in surprise as she drinks, and she takes a moment to chew on the boba before giving her verdict.
That's really good. It's sweet, but not too sweet. The light citrus undertones cut through the sweetness. The actual tapioca balls add some interesting texture as well. They're quite chewy, but not in a bad way. Ha! I told you you'd like it.
Great analysis of Natsuki's drink, Yuri.
That was pretentious of me, wasn't it? Nah, that's fine. I'd say that it shows how much you actually like it.
Hey, Brozard. Nah, we're just all hanging out as a group. We're all hanging out as a group during the summer. Which seems to be teasing Game Baron. All of them. Not even my own girlfriend will defend me.
I suppose so.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, of course poetry. We're on vacation, Monica! Okay, everyone. I have a great idea. How about we all write poetry about food? Monica! Please don't add any extra homework to our summer vacation.
I agree with that. Can't we save it until school starts again?
You guys haven't even started on your summer homework yet, have you? No. Of course.
Let's talk about something else.
I concur. A few hours later, Yuri and I are waving goodbye to Sayori in front of my house. I can't believe you almost drank all of Natsuki's drink.
I told you I had a sweet tooth.
Don't worry. It was super cute. Yuri blushes and looks down. As usual, she's bad at taking compliments. Come on, let's head inside. Is my mom gonna be home again? Do I have to bust out the southern accent once more for this playthrough? Please no. Please. Please. We're home. Fuck! Alright. Yeah, great, I gotta do this again.
Sorry for the intrusion. Welcome back, you two. How'd your day go?
It was pretty fun. We just walked around town with the others. Yuri here found a new favorite drink, too.
Oh, really? What is it? Boba. Oh, I remember drinking that all the time as a university student. We'll have to go get some together sometime. That sounds lovely. I'll be looking forward to it.
Although Yuri's still pretty formal with my mom, it's clear she's warmed up to her. What the heck? Propriety? Sorry.
Propriety.
Yeah, propriety. Ah, okay. Basically just acting appropriately. If only Yuri got rid of her sense of propriety. Hey, wanna come up to my room for a bit? Another blush rises on Yuri's cheeks as she darts a glance at Mom.
Sure.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna intrude on your couple time. Just don't forget to come down to help with dinner. I'm just dying to learn a new recipe from you, Yuri.
I won't be late.
Ooh. Now that we're alone in my room, we can talk freely. So, how have things been? In terms of your mental health?
Getting straight to the point, I see.
Better than beating around the bush, right?
That's true. At this point, it does make me feel less awkward about it when you're straightforward. It's been going well.
There's a shy smile wavering on Yuri's face. You get content warning, everybody. I do have that command. That's why it's in the title as well, in case this might be much. Again, there's my content warning. Yeah, that was a bit much the last time this really happened, so I needed to add it. It was much. A little too much. So yeah, be prepared if you ever want to play this. There are some pretty heavy things, potentially triggering things. So just be warned. That's good to hear. Have you self-harmed lately? Yeah, I wasn't really prepared for what actually did happen in her route for me to really want to necessitate having it. I mean, I can handle a lot of things, and it was making me feel pretty uneasy. It's like, yeah, no, I've got to at this point. It was really a little too descriptive. Yeah, so even with the other two routes, I'm going to update the content warning for ones that are applicable to that route too. So, yeah. So it'll at least be there. I'll keep the content warning in the titles too, because you never know. Because again, this game does take a serious topic and does address it seriously and respectfully. It doesn't make a joke out of it or anything. Doesn't make light of it at all. And I do also have my Blue Skies command that just, you know, very brief summary of what it is. If a lot of people come in and want to know too, that's just a quick summary I made of it. Just to help give some people another good idea. Especially if I'm really into something and I feel like I don't have the time to explain it fully. Like if I'm on like maybe a time crunch, like I need to end by a certain time in the day, but I'm good now, so I was able to actually fully go into an explanation a little earlier with somebody. Yeah, there's the brief summary with that command. Yeah, especially as this is a mod too. Some people aren't. I think some people aren't fully aware that Doki Doki has a very active modding community. And I mean very active. I squeeze her hand as I ask the question. It's still hard for her to talk about it, but we've both gotten a lot more used to discussing these topics.
Not this week. Yuri, that's great. Sorry I can't think of anything else to say that can express my happiness.
To make up for my lack of words, I opt to kiss Yuri on the cheek. She responds by leaning her head against me. Once again, I am hit by the scent of lavender shampoo.
Thank you. Don't get your hopes too high, though. I still have urges, just less frequently.
Still, that's seriously good news. I'd throw you a 1-week clean party, but I know how much you dislike parties.
You know me well.
I swear, I should have never let Natsuki teach you the art of sarcasm.
Now you know how I felt in the beginning, when I could never tell whether you were sarcastic or not.
Yuri sighs a little in contentment.
I'm glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you too.
Baron, I'm being serious here.
I am too. I just can't stop grinning because you're with me.
I can never tell when you're being sarcastic.
Let's see, actually. Was that the quote? Uh... I mean, I can easily change that. Not a problem. I mean, I have to specifically do it. I changed that to just a me thing. But I do have an edit quote command that I can do. So you want me to change it to just, I could never tell when you were sarcastic or not? I can do that real quick. Yeah, why not? Actually, you know, I'm just gonna leave it as is, honestly. I kind of like the, I can never tell when you're being sarcastic or not. So I think that's just a good quote in general. In fact, I want to see what quote pops up right now. God damn it. Wall baskets, the bane of my Stardew Valley experience and existence. Ah! Fish in the same pond, the gift is always a goddamn wall basket. A million of those fucking things. And I can't even sell them. I could just throw them out, but I get no money, even though it says they're worth like 10 grand. Ugh. I can't even give them away as gifts to people. They just take up all the space. I could make a house out of wall baskets. My walls would be more basket than actual wall.
Oh, Baron.
She links her hands together, our fingers sliding together into a familiar embrace.
This may sound completely and utterly trite, but... well, I believe that you can thank happy memories for my improved mental state.
Huh? Really? Don't tell me you're talking about the power of love or something like that.
No, no. That'd be quite silly. What I mean is that thinking back to all the happy memories I've shared with loved ones has helped distract me from my urges. Well, just distractions in general can serve to stave off the pain, in my experience. Reading has definitely helped throughout the years, although I do find it particularly enjoyable when I can look forward to discussing my thoughts on a novel with someone.
And I'm happy to provide a listening ear to your analyses.
As you should be. I've also been trying out some techniques that we researched together.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I got the content warning. This is a little much, too. I mean, it's in giving it a good spin, but even this is... Ooh. I'm really just kind of talking about it here. Yeah, I guess this has actual things people can do to help suppress the urges. So that's good. Huh. Never thought of something like that. Maybe it would be similar. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Oh, you mean things like using a cold spoon to simulate a cut?
Yes, they don't always work, but I suppose they help at least a bit. But in the end, I believe having recent happy memories was the most influential in assuaging my impulses.
I always do Yuri's lines in a breath. Yeah, I've never thought of something like that, because, well, I've never done something like that before, so I wouldn't know. I don't have something like that to, contend with. It's kind of interesting, the things to come up with to help mitigate those issues.
You already know this, but before I opened up so much, I was much more pessimistic as a person. Honestly speaking, I thought that everyone else only tolerated my presence at most. Well, before I truly got to know them and their real feelings. I'd actually be genuinely surprised every time someone expressed a desire to keep me around.
But now you know that everyone does want you around, right?
Yes, I suppose so. All these memories I have of everyone laughing together has helped me to recognize that. Monica, Sayori, Natsuki, and you. Everyone's been so good to me.
This is another one of those rare times where Yuri can't find the right words for her sentiments. The club's truly been life-changing for both of us, eh?
You could say that again.
Hell, even made me start writing poetry.
By the way, Tanabata's a few weeks away.
Tanabata. That's the festival in July where people write their wishes in the form of poetry on small pieces of paper and hang them on bamboo. I can see why Yuri was suddenly reminded of it. Oh yeah, they hold the festival nearby, don't they? Would you like to go together?
That'd be lovely. I always found the legend behind Tanabata romantic. A pair of lovers separated by the Milky Way, except for the one day that festival falls on.
That's Tanabata? I've heard the story of that, how the lovers are separated, like literally by the stars, but then once a year they kind of show pity on them and give them that moment together, that one day together. Oh my! I'm trying to remember, where did I first hear about that? Because I've heard that before. I didn't know it was Tanabata, in all honesty. Where the hell did I hear it? This is going back a while too. I don't even think it was an anime. I think it might have been a Western cartoon. I'm gonna have to do a lot of digging to figure this out. And I mean a lot. Yeah, well, learn something new. Kind of a sad story, though, isn't it?
Yes, but I've always found the bittersweet stories the most touching.
Oh, speaking of poetry, I'd nearly forgotten about the poem I'd written for Yuri so long ago. However, I hadn't found a good time to give it to her. Until now, that is. Hold on, I have a surprise for you. Hopefully I didn't lose it. I rummage through my desk drawer and breathe a sigh of relief once I spot the page I wrote on. Here, I wrote a poem for you a while back. It was after our Valentine's date, so I guess I was feeling some residual mushiness. Oh, we got a poem. An actual poem, okay. Sunset Sweet. In the night I miss the sun. I think of you, the only one, to make me feel the way I felt that love-filled day. Our gazes that met at that spring sunset made a slow-burning fire rise up ever higher. The warmth of your lips was oh so sweet, a memory with which none can compete. Simple, but effective. That's what I'd say to that.
Baron, thank you. I can't believe you wrote this for me.
Well, I did write a poem for you basically a week after I met you, so you could definitely believe it.
You know what I mean.
She gently caresses my face with her hand. It's as small and dainty as ever. We simultaneously lean in and kiss for a moment that lasts an eternity. An eternity. I don't want to stop when we break apart, but Yuri's the one who pulls away.
Oh, we should really be helping your mother in the kitchen by now.
Can't we spend a little more time up here first?
Baron, we promised her that we'd help. Come along now.
Ugh. Damn. Why couldn't Yuri have learned to slack off from me? Oh well. I guess that's one of the reasons why she's so endearing to me. Smiling through a sigh, I get off the bed and join her in heading downstairs. Is that the end? Oh my god, there's still more?! Oh my god! It feels like this should have ended already. What the hell? I guess we're gonna end in Tatabata? Also, holy fuck, this car is gigantic. We couldn't have shrunk it a little more? Oh well. Maybe they couldn't get a better picture. I don't know. Just seems a little weird. Lord of the Rings style ending. Yeah, it's like, what, 40 different endings?
So, you two excited for the festival? Ah, I remember writing wishes for Tanabata with my friends.
We've had the first ending. What about second ending? Oh, boy.
I haven't gone to a festival in a while. Not since my parents were still alive, that is.
Mom glances in the rearview mirror to meet Yuri's eyes for a moment.
I hope you'll be able to do them memories justice by having a good time today, then. I'm sure we will.
As Mom and Yuri chat, I find myself lulled into a dazed, half-asleep state by the sound of the car engine. The fact that Mom knows about Yuri's parents is a mark of how far their relationship has come. They've definitely become a lot closer. I'm sure that Mom already sees Yuri as kind of a daughter. Yuri certainly comes around to my house enough these days for Mom to see her that way. I can only hope that Yuri's come to see her as a mother figure too. The streetlights outside blur by in pale golden streaks as we drive through the neighborhood. It's a good thing my mom's still able to work at home. Otherwise, Yuri and I would be walking outside in the cold.
Baron?
What?
Didn't you hear us calling you? We're here.
Right. Sorry, I was falling asleep there.
This should wake you up then.
Mom opens the car door, causing me to immediately get blasted by a gust of cold night air. I'm instantly sent shivering. I guess that was an effective way to wake me up as any.
Jeez, it's freaking cold out. We did tell you to bring a jacket, you know.
I thought you guys were exaggerating.
You know what they say about assumptions.
Okay. Save the lecture for when we get back home, please.
I suppose we'd better get going then. Stay safe, you two, and have lots of fun for me.
Sure thing, Mom. Jeez, oh my god, it's just gonna keep going. We shut the car doors, and after waving goodbye, we're left alone at the entrance to the festival. The bright lights of this festival starkly contrast the darkness of the streets we've just been driving through. What's ordinarily a plain city street is now transformed by a multitude of colorful stalls and tables, decked out overhead by glowing lanterns. Crowds of people from all ages mill about, chattering and yelling away happily to create a cacophony of noise. As we step into the throngs, the temperature difference is instantly noticeable. Here, the body heat of dozens upon dozens of people, along with the heat from the food stall stoves, warm up the night. Heavenly smells of frying foods waft through the air, causing my stomach to gurgle expectantly. Ah. Oh, words. Oh, man. You hungry?
A bit. Everything smells delectable.
I'm definitely going to blow all my pocket money on food tonight.
Good choice. You've been saving up for this for a while, haven't you?
You bet I have. It's not every day that I can indulge in this much junk food. Suddenly, I feel a tap on my shoulder. Is it Sayori? Is it Natsuki? Is it Monica? Is it all three? Is it Emi or Shiori? Who is gonna be bothering us on this date? Or is it just Yuri screwing with us? Eh? It's all of them. Of course it's all of them. Hey, Baron. Fancy meeting you here. Behind me stand Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki. Seems they've just arrived too.
What a coincidence! It's like fate! Well, this is a popular festival, so I don't doubt that we'll see other classmates as well tonight.
Cockblocked by the whole crew. Yep.
Shush! Don't ruin the magic, Yuri!
So you guys plan to come together too, eh? Yep.
Tanabata is a festival related to poetry, after all, so I decided to make this into a club trip.
Hey, why didn't we get an invite then?
Idiot! You already mentioned you were going with Yuri before.
Oh yeah. I guess I did.
You and Yuri make such a great couple here. Be sure to take lots of pictures. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Let's not disturb these lovebirds any further.
See you two later.
Okay, yeah, they just came in just like, hi, bye. Just to fuck with us. Also, it's still summer vacation. Monica! Come on! Stop dragging them around for club shit during their off time. The three girls soon disappear into the crowd, leaving Yuri and me alone again. Finally, no obstacles between myself and food. Oh,
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki. Okay, okonomiyaki.
man, I can't remember when I've had such good okonomiyaki. The Japanese pancakes are bursting with umami, having been slathered in sauce and piled high with various toppings. How's your dango? Yuri, ever the sweet tooth, has been nibbling at a couple of sweet dumplings for a while now. Yeah, Yuri's route is always mentioning food in some capacity. I'm very hungry at the end of every one. They're always talking about food and making food. Like, oh my god. Why?
They're exactly how I remember them from when I was a child.
I doubt they would have messed with as classic of a recipe as regular old dango.
You never know. There are lots of modern variations of foods these days.
Have you been looking up recipes again? Looks like I got her.
There's nothing wrong with variety.
I know. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything.
I know. You never mean anything in a bad way.
We make our way to the center of the plaza and settle down on a quiet bench together. Various bamboo trees are set up before us, with quite a few decorations and festival wishes already hung up on branches. The slender green stalks sway gently in the wind, rustling quietly as if whispering.
Baron, you don't know how thankful I am that I met you. Honestly speaking, you've changed my life for the better. I couldn't have asked for a better boyfriend. I can't believe how good of a person you are.
Hold up, Yuri. You don't have to gush about me so much. I think you're giving me too much credit.
But you have changed me.
Well, I guess I did help some, but nothing would have mattered if you didn't decide to help yourself in the end. You're the one who put in so much effort to change. You're the one who decided to open up to me. And for that reason, I'm the one who's thankful I got to meet such a wonderful and thoughtful girl. Plus, it wasn't just me who helped provide you happy memories either. There's the rest of the club too, right? Especially Natsuki? Yuri leans into me, idly fiddling with my sleeve.
You know what? You're right. I did help myself. I've always been scared to think well of myself, and to presume that I have the willpower to help myself. But in the end, I think that it's true. It's a bit frightening to think that I've actually come all this way. Well, frightening's the wrong word. Shocking, maybe? In the end, I suppose my support network helped me realize some things about myself, though. Because of all of you, I was able to identify my flaws and find the motivation to try to resolve them. You all treated me like a normal person. You didn't pity me or act like I was a fragile angel.
Yuri, you're one of the strongest people I know. I'd never seen you as someone to pity, and I'm sure the others feel the same. To be honest, I don't know if I would have been able to go through the same stuff you have.
Well, we grew up in totally different circumstances, so we wouldn't be able to tell. But knowing you, I think you would have been able to do it. And probably in less time than it took me to.
Hey, you're just taking the right amount of time with this stuff, in my opinion. There's no use rushing something as delicate as this. I have faith in you, Yuri. I've seen much time and effort you put into changing. I know how strong you are.
Baron.
Yuri squeezes my hands in hers.
Do you have the papers to write our wishes on?
Yeah, right here. Do you know what you're gonna write?
I believe so. Don't peek!
I wouldn't dream of it. We spend a few quiet moments scribbling down our wishes. I have to rack my brain for ideas before I settle on the perfect callback poem for Yuri.
Do you want to see mine before I hang it up?
Sure thing. Oh my god. It's a frickin' novel. And now I will attempt to read her cursive. I failed one of the last times I did. My wish. Standing under the bamboo, I gaze at the stars. They twinkle steadily, tiny beacons in the night. As I watch them, I feel with expectation, hope springing out from my heart as I yearn for understanding, wishing for a meeting of perspectives, a way to change the world. My heart wavers as I turn to look at the ones around me. Guiding stars, their paths align with mine, leading me onwards toward the distant dawn. I gather my courage, reaching out to them. Holding them close, I pray for this feeling to last, yearning for the day I can accept this brilliance and make it my own, so that the star of my life might shine and light a way in the dark. Okay. Alright.
I thought I'd make a return to form and write this one in free verse.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's a nice throwback. You always kept a preference for free verse, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Although writing in meter and rhyme are interesting exercises, I always felt most able to express myself, my true self, using free verse.
I'm also guessing you wrote about stars because of the legend behind Tanabata?
That's right. Well, I also thought that the stars looked beautiful tonight. But when I was thinking about it, my mind kept returning to the North Star for some reason. And it was then I realized how fitting it would be to compare everyone in my life to guiding stars as a metaphor.
Poetic as always, Yuri. But you know what? You're the star in my life. God, we're cheesy as shit. Yuri giggles shyly, softly taking hold of one of my hands.
Thank you, Baron. And yes, you are one of the foremost people in my thoughts. There were you, the literature club members, your mother, my parents, therapy.
Wait, Yuri. You're going to therapy?
Yes. I just decided to. I know that you've been advocating it all along, so... That's great news! Getting a professional opinion, it's gotta count for something, right?
Yeah, that's throughout the whole thing. Once we found out, we did suggest therapy, but Yuri was very adamant against it. It's like, I know what I know what helps me feel better. If I go to therapy, they're just gonna tell me to stop doing that, and then I'll have lost all control of my life. It's not a cure-all. I'm not taking therapy. I will consider it, but don't get your hopes up kind of thing. But now she's just kind of decided. Okay, I'll do it. Which is kind of nice, because, I mean, she's found other outlets that help her to cope with her emotions a little better. So now I guess she won't be as fearful of losing her self-harming habits. So yay! She's seeking professional help of her own on her own terms too. Yeah, we've been encouraging her to do it, and we knew her stance, but she's made the final decision. We didn't force her. She's doing it on her own, which is awesome. Yeah. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Now that I've learned how to fight my urges more effectively, I want to be able to stay clean for good. And I figured that I might as well try therapy out. It's not like it can make me any worse, right?
That's the spirit. You know, for a time, I actually thought you might have regretted telling me about everything. I'm glad to know I was dead wrong about that.
I don't blame you for thinking that.
Come on, you gotta give me some blame at least. I shouldn't have ever doubted you. Man, now my wish is gonna be terrible compared to yours. I doubt I can make you as happy as I doubt it can make you as happy as yours made me.
Well, you can let me be the judge of that.
From me to you. It's summer and the stars are out. I think of the future and what this poem's about. I hope my friendships last much longer. I'd like to watch our bonds grow stronger. My days so far have been alright, but I'd like to help you, who's made my life seem bright. I'll be by your side if you're ever lonely. Where others may falter, I swear to be your one and only. Even if you don't feel whole, I'll give you a piece of myself to soothe the pain of your weary soul. Because you're important to me. As fragile as memories shatter like glass, so will we rebuild them together, and another year will come to pass. I was actually thinking of the very first poem you ever showed me when I was writing this. I think it was titled Tumble, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I remember that you wrote about missing a part of yourself and not being important. So I decided to write about how you're basically the most important part of my life now.
Baron, you actually remember my poems enough to include some of their motifs?
How could I forget anything related to you?
Baron, I love you.
And I love you too, Yuri. I gently cup Yuri's face in my hands and kiss her, savoring the slightly sweet taste of her lips. As we break away for air, Yuri speaks up.
Hold on. We still need to hang up our wishes.
We approach a bamboo tree together. The colorful strips of paper bearing the hopes and dreams of dozens of people playfully twirl in the wind. Yuri beams up at me as we hang up our wishes side by side. They spin together, constantly brushing against each other as if connected. And they are connected. Connected in that our hopes for the future are intertwined with each other. I can't imagine a future without Yuri at this point. Despite everything that may have happened between us, despite all the baggage from our past weighing us down, we can find strength in each other. We can learn together, change together, grow together. And we can move on to the future together. It's done. Yuri route complete! And the good end, I guess. A writer, Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Like, this isn't even 1% of my literary power, dude! Alright, so that was us and all of the girls. Monica holding everybody up. Original character Shiori down below. With her pupper. There's Sakurai and our mom hanging off of him for some reason. And Emmy. just Emmy. And Sylvanas, yeah, foresee. Special thanks to me! Yep, MC face, but... That was Yuri's route! It's done! Whew. Oh. I'm kind of glad that's finally over. The 1 billion endings finally ended. Alright. Yuri's route is finished, and I guess we got the good ending. Pretty sure if we get the credits like that, it's a good ending. After credits scene. Tease the DDLC cinematic universe. Alright. So, with that said, just like with Katawa Shoujo, Yuri's little chibi face is going to be turned off because we are done with it. She's just back to her standard. And, well, the next time we end up doing, Blue Skies, we will be moving on to Sayori's route. Because that is my plan, to go from Yuri, Sayori, and then leaving my best girl Natsuki for last. Just gotta save the best for last. Oh, that was... Whew. Oh yeah, Monica is definitely a lot less psychotic. She doesn't have the fourth wall knowledge or anything. She's just a supportive but teasing friend with all that pressure on her. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely end it off here for today, because, well, now I'm really hungry. Again. And I definitely do not want to start another route. I will leave that for next week, for damn sure. Okay, what do I have on my schedule for tomorrow? I forget exactly. I have a feeling I know what it is, though. Making... Making grilled cheese as we speak. Stop giving me ideas and making me even more hungry. Yeah, that's right. So, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, it's gonna be just my chill Stardew stream. Just me going around, doing my farming things. So that's like the best time for everyone if they just want to, you know, chill out, chat, whatnot. Yeah, come on in then. Just deciding whether... Eastern Standard. Pretty sure it's the same time zone as Mari. Pretty sure she's mentioned the whatever time she's in has been the same as mine whenever I happen to check. So yeah, it's new. It's actually like a little after noon for me right now. Okay, yeah, yeah. So it is noon for for us. Now. Oh yeah, Canada is huge, but I mean time zones are also pretty damn huge and long. Yeah, it is noon for me. I am Eastern Standard. Does anybody have a recommendation for a raid? Just gonna throw it out there. If anyone's got somebody, pop them in, and I'll send you all that way, especially if you're gonna go and watch them anyhow. If not, that's okay too. No one under 50? Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Oh, it's Selkie, okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I stream so early in the day, not too many people, other people I follow are on, not much. And I am following Selkie, I just wanted to see if there's anybody else too, so alright. Yeah, we'll send everyone to Selkie. Why not? Alright. So, I thank everyone who, came out to watch, lurk, comment, all that fun stuff. I do appreciate it very, very much, as always. Again, tomorrow, 12 o'clock, my Chill Stardew stream, so come on in if you just want to chat, lurk, whatever, something in the background. I don't care too much. So, yeah, hope everybody has themselves a great rest of the day, and, see you next time.